Hey everybody, what's up? I'm your girl B Sparrow, Buzz Sweet Talk Radio. How y'all doing today? I am doing good. I'm thankful to be amongst the living, and if you are within the sound of my voice, I'm thankful that you are amongst the living too. So much going on. I got a lot on my mind. As y'all can see, I'm just carefree today, rocking the bald head. I don't normally do that, but it's getting cold. My hair is growing back a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see it, but all praises to the Most High for that. I thought I was cute when I first went bald, but now I'm not so sure. But anyway, I came across an article about Dr. Michael Brown, who's being accused of sexual misconduct that happened some years ago. It's coming back up, and I wanted to talk about it, but I'm not sure if I want to talk about it right now. I already have a video. I already read the article that's explaining what happened, but I have to think about it some more. For those of you who don't know Dr. Michael Brown, he's a Jewish scholar who I believe he doesn't really believe that black people are Hebrew. He believes that we can only become Hebrew by conversion. That's what I think that he believes, listening to him. That's the opinion that I formed from listening to him. But we're going to talk about it on another day, or maybe another video. I might upload it after this. Who knows? But I do want to talk about Jennifer Lewis, the Blackish star that said, we're in trouble. Black men, Latino men, effed up for voting for Donald Trump. I have never seen anything like this before. It's been a month and people are still crashing out over Donald Trump's win of the presidency. I have never seen anything like this before. People are crashing out. As in the famous words of Rodney King, can't we all just get along?
Sparrow, be Sparrow, be Sparrow, be Sparrow, be Sparrow, be Sparrow, be Sparrow. Yo, dog, it's Sparrow. Like, share, and subscribe. This bleach is gonna bring it live. Information, world news, come and defense the source. Accurate as a fingerprint. A cool sister, a force for the people. Attack a real enemy. Strategy is lethal. There will be no sequel. So get your tickets. A cool place for you to sit back and kick it. Or be fiction. Dialogue to begin to get the bottom of it. Begin to agree or disagree. Hate it or love it. Either way, she sits and talking like an apple. Introducing ladies and gentlemen, be Sparrow.
Buzz Sweet Talk Radio do not own copyright for this copyrighted material, but under Section 107 United States Copyright Office, Copyright Act 1976. This video, the music and content it contains is for education and or entertainment purposes only. So yes, y'all, I wanted to talk about Jennifer Lewis. She had a mouthful to say on Stephen A. Smith's show. She talked a lot about Donald Trump and all this fear-mongering that she had going on. I just don't understand the fear-mongering that's going on with the Democratic Party. Why so much fear-mongering? I just don't get it. I just don't get it. The Blackish star, Jennifer Lewis, rails against black men for voting Trump. She said this mother effer is Hitler. The popular actress insists key voting blocks were focused on keeping women in their place. Wow. Just wow. A lot of fear-mongering going on. It's too much. It's too much. What are you guys afraid of? And why hasn't we been back into captivity yet? Like, people are saying that black people are going to go back into slaves when Donald Trump become president. It's only been a few. Well, he hasn't even really officially been in. He's not even in office yet. Joe Biden is still in office. But they saying when Donald Trump get back into office, black people are going to go back into slavery. I've been hearing I've been hearing the same fear mongering for years, and I'm years old. I've been hearing the same fear mongering. All Republicans are racist. You can't trust Republicans. You can't trust white people. I've been hearing that all of my life. All of my life. Every white person can't be racist, just like every black person is not a criminal or a thug. You know what I'm saying? Can't be true. But I digress. I digress. According to this article on FoxNews.com, Blackish star Jennifer Lewis put black and Latino men on blast during a recent interview for not voting for Vice President Kamala Harris, making her the latest Hollywood star with a lot to say after President-elect Donald Trump's victory last month. Like I said, y'all, it's been a month. She goes on to say they didn't vote for her because she was a woman. Lewis, 67, told ESPN's Stephen A. Smith. It's almost as if these people are saying that the American people cannot think for themselves. That's what the Democratic Party has been saying for a long time. First it was black people. Black people can't think for themselves. Now it's the American people. Because most of the American people voted red. A lot of FBAs, Foundation of Black Americans, sat at home, including myself, sat at home. Because I believe in receiving tangibles for my vote. Everybody else get tangibles. Why not me? Or as a collective, Foundation of Black Americans should be getting tangibles. You scratching my back, I'll scratch yours. That's just how it is. That's just how it should be anyway. It should have been like that for years. But we always have to vote Democrat, don't we? The article goes on to say they didn't care that she was smart and powerful. Talking about Kamala Harris. They didn't care that she was educated, beautiful, kind, joyful, and fearless. She would have taken care of this country. She would have protected the people. She would have surrounded herself with great minds. But keeping women in their place was more important to them. What about God? Does anybody care about the Most High anymore? What about Him? Somebody make it make sense. She said they didn't care that she was smart and powerful, educated and beautiful, kind, joyful, fearless. She would have taken care of this country. She would have taken care of this country. What is she doing now? She's vice president. You mean to tell me the vice presidents can't do anything? We don't get to see them at all while they're in office? Where is she, by the way? Anyone seen her? Let me know. Because I haven't since that video where everyone said she was drunk. Why she was speaking to the American people, I don't know. Because when she lost the election that night, she didn't want to stand in front of the American people. People were waiting for her to come out and talk to them, but she didn't want to do that. I'm lost. I don't get it. So, Breitbart highlighted the interview with the actress over the weekend, writing about her commentary at length, particularly as she descended into a claim that both groups voted for Trump due to some degree of self-loathing and pressed on to make hyperbolic predictions that Trump will use the military to shoot black men in the streets once in the Oval Office again. So, y'all heard that. Let me put my disclaimer on because this article getting deep.
Copyright Office, Copyright Act 1976. This video, the music and content it contains is for
This article is getting deep
and or entertainment purposes only.
She said that Trump is going to use the military to shoot down black men in the streets once he get into office. So, what about all the black men that were shot down in the street with Biden in office? What about the police that shot down black men in the street while Biden in office? You talking about that? Okay. Bye. This is too much for me, y'all. That's why I had to let my bald head out today. It's just a lot. It's a lot. Too much fear mongering. Too much lying and deceit. Too much. I was about to cuss, but she said they voted for Trump because they hate themselves, and they see this thing, the MAGA movement, as powerful. That he's going to move mountains for them and make them rich. And unfortunately, black men, they want a man. They said, I'm voting for the man. And she said they see this as a powerful movement. That's why they voting for Donald Trump, because they believe that he's going to move mountains. But you just said about Kamala Harris, seems like you believe she was going to move mountains. She would have taken care of the country. She would have protected the people. She would have surrounded herself with great minds. So you had expectations for Kamala Harris just like people have expectations for Donald Trump. This is what I don't like about Democratic people, Democratic voters. They one-sided. They one-sided. They see all the wrong in Donald Trump, but they don't see no wrong in Kamala Harris. They don't see no wrong in Joe Biden. There is documentation of Joe Biden being racist, calling the black people roaches, and how he didn't want his children to go to school with black people back in the day. That's documented. I've never heard anything about Donald Trump saying anything like that. If y'all have, let me know below, because I have not. So, yeah. Lewis's remarks add her to a string of other prominent personalities who have chalked Harris's loss up to some form of discrimination, mostly racism and misogyny or self-loathing, including CNN's David Axelrod, MSNBC host Joe Scarborough, squad member Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, and the co-host of The View. The co-host of The View. Figures on the right contrarily argue that Harris's defeat was a byproduct of a poorly run campaign and a woke, out-of-touch mentality that now allegedly plagues the Democratic Party. Not just now, it's been plaguing the Democratic Party for years. Ever since I was a little girl, I've been hearing the same thing about the Republican Party, the same lies about people in the Republican Party. And I'm years old. Years old, and I've been hearing this all my life about the Republican Party. The article says Trump gained ground among black and Hispanic voters in last month's election, according to the Associated Press, perhaps enabling him to complete his swing state sweep and put a crack in the blue wall by winning Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania. Now, the owner of Peanut the Squirrel said that he would like to think that Peanut the Squirrel had something to do with people voting for Trump. He said it, not me. I just read it yesterday. Oh, honey, when your favorite niece and your 13-year... Okay, so Lewis's message to the voting blocs, their decision to support Trump is one they will soon regret. That's what Jennifer Lewis said. Oh, honey, she said, when your favorite niece and your 13-year-old daughter is aped Ray, put it together, aped Ray, we're not allowed to say this word on YouTube, by your alcoholic brother or your next door neighbor, and she tries to abort the baby inside of her from a ape Ray, you're going to regret that. That's what Jennifer Lewis said to y'all. She also said for y'all to listen to Stephen A. Smith. Listen to people like Stacey Abrams, Congresswoman Maxine Waters. She wants us to listen to people like them. Girl, we've been listening to them for 50 years. Ain't nothing changed. How about this? Why don't we get back to listening to the Most High Yah? How about that? Get back to listening to our Creator. Sound like a plan to me. She says y'all done effed up. You took every right from your children. What right have we taken from our children? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't vote. But what rights are going to be taken away from the children? All of this fear-mongering, people like Jennifer Lewis is why people are on the internet shaving their hair off, pulling their hair out, hating their next of kin, hating their brother, hating their sister because they voted for Trump. Doing all kinds of crazy stuff, thinking they can go up to a perfect stranger and slap them for voting for Trump, or pull their flag down that's on their car, their Trump flag down. It's people like Jennifer Lewis is the reason why people are doing this. And it's called fear-mongering. The popular actress coined as the Black Mother of Hollywood starred in the ABC sitcom Blackish as outspoken matriarch Ruby Johnson. She also voiced Mama Odie in the popular Disney animated flick The Princess and the Frog, and has had roles in a number of other films and television series. Remember, she was Aunt Helen in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. She was one of Will's mother's sister. Trump made gains among other traditionally blue voting groups during the 2024 election, including young voters and Arab voters. I don't hear Arab people, well, I haven't really been looking, but I haven't come across any other group of people that get on black people when they make moves. When black people make certain moves, it's just amazing to me how some people think they can tell a black person how to move, when to move, where, and move to. It never ceases to amaze me that this happens. You got people on the internet calling black people all kinds of names because they voted for Trump. And not just black people, you got Arab people. You got African people. Trying to tell black Americans how to move, when to move, who to vote for, when to vote, when to eat, when to shit, when to drink. It just gets on my nerves.
Beast Sparrow, Beast Sparrow, Beast Sparrow, Beast Sparrow, Beast Sparrow, Beast Sparrow. Yo, dog, it's Beast Sparrow. Like, share, and subscribe. This bleach is gonna bring it live. Information world news, comes in defense to source. Accurate as a fingerprint, a cool sister, a force for the people. Attack a real enemy, strategy just lethal. There will be no sequel, so get the ticket. A cool place for you to sit back and kick it, or be fiction. Dialogue to begin, to the bottom of it. We can agree to disagree, hate it or love it. Either way, you sit and talk like an arrow. Introducing ladies and gentlemen, Beast Sparrow.